Immanuel people. My name is Reverend Jason Stump. I'm the pastor here at Oakland Christian United Church of Christ in Suffolk, Virginia. A lot of people call me Pastor Stumpy. You can call me whatever makes you feel comfortable when we finally meet one day. I'm so excited that you all will be coming to spend a week with us here in July. So we can't wait to see you. Our church is looking forward to it. This is a new thing for us, and we're going to learn from you along the way and also learn some things about what we can do to be hospitable to you and prepare for your arrival and the work that you're going to do here in our community while you're here. I'm going to include in this video pictures of our church building so you can get a sense of the facility you'll be coming to see. Unfortunately, there's been a snowstorm in our area, bad enough that Jim Cantori came to the area, but really not all that bad. We only got about 6 inches at my house. So growing up in Pennsylvania, having gone to college in Vermont, not that big of a deal, but around here it's quite a big deal. Folks are hunkered down right now. So we'll also include some pictures from throughout the year of people so you can see the liveliness of our church. We average about 100 people on a Sunday morning, mostly an aging congregation, but not entirely. And I will tell you what I will say about this congregation is that they have taught me in the 2 years that I've been here, and years ago I was a member here, how vibrant and energetic and loving and active an older congregation can truly be. While we do a lot for youth and we have active youth in our church, that is not the largest part of our population, as is true with many churches. So you'll experience that when you're here, but you'll also experience a lot of hospitality, some home-cooked meals, and a warm welcome, I am sure. We, in our facility, you'll get a sense, I believe, of a mixture of the old and the new. We have our new Community Life Center built about 5 years ago, and that is kind of injected new life into our church and our community. It is open for nonprofits to use and people to rent for things like baby showers and bridal showers and birthday parties, things of that nature. And it is in use almost 7 days out of the week. Some days there were 3 groups meeting in one day in that building. So it's been a real great, received very well by our community, and that was our intended purpose, that it would be there for the community and for our church to have other events. And then you'll see our old fellowship hall, with a ceiling that needs to be painted, and our sanctuary that's kind of aging. And we just had an engineering study done to see how we move forward in the coming years, whether we do a major renovation or a total rebuild, or we just maintain it for the next 20 years. You'll get a sense of that in the building pictures. And also, it's a sense of our congregation. We have, in the last 2 years, welcomed in 40 new members. So there's quite a bit of our church that are new people. And yet there's people whose families have been going here since the beginning, since 1854, I believe it was. I'm going to get that year wrong, I'm sure. Our church history, very briefly, of course, we're part of the United Church of Christ. We come out of what's called the Christian church tradition. That was the name of our denomination, which had split off from the Methodist church. And I can't remember exactly the reasons why, but you know how churches do sometimes. One of the things I'm very proud of about this, our roots, is that well prior to the Civil War, our denomination that we originally have our roots in, again, splitting away from the Methodist church, was anti-slavery and did oppose that. And yet, at the same time, in our cemetery behind the church, there are Confederate soldiers buried there who served in the Confederate Army during the Civil War. So, again, a community that has a lot of mixtures of things, as our city does as well. So we are in the Chuckatuck Borough. That's a funny name, but a cool name that everybody loves to say. We're in the Chuckatuck Borough, and often we tell people we are in Chuckatuck. But our name is Oakland Christian Church, and we are also in what's known as the Oakland community. We're kind of right on the border of all that, in the city of Suffolk, which the city of Suffolk is about the size of a Pennsylvania county, to be honest, but it's governed and operated like a city. Sometime, I believe, in the 1950s or 60s, Nansemond County, another Native American name, and the city of Suffolk merged into one. So within the current version, the modern version of the city of Suffolk, you will find vast farmlands. You will find a downtown area that's being revitalized. You will find lots of new developments, people primarily associated with the military area, moving further out from the bases and all sorts of other industry that comes along with that, but others as well. You're going to see houses that look like they've been here in families for hundreds of years, and they have, and you're going to see new and vibrant condominium structures just popping up. So it is a city in transition. I'm going to look for projects for you all that gets you to the different parts of the city so that you get to maybe do a creation care project with the Nansemond River Preservation Alliance. Does a lot of work in oyster restoration and other things to educate people on taking care of the Nansemond River, which does feed into the Chesapeake Bay. And I'm sure you've heard how important oysters are to the Chesapeake Bay, and the Chesapeake Bay is to our larger ecosystem and our economic system as well around here. We'll hopefully have some projects maybe in the city park and out in nature and downtown in areas that look much like the city of Reading. So we will try to vary that up and have projects from meals to construction projects. I'm going to work with the Salvation Army, the Coalition Against Poverty in Suffolk, contacts I have at City Hall, the Nansemond River Preservation Alliance, and just some people I know in the community that may be able to help us tune into those people who are in need of the skills and the love that you have. I'm very well aware, being Pennsylvania Dutch myself, of your work ethic. I'm also very well aware of your reputation. I'm very tied to Johns River Valley Camp, and they just love you all so much and can't wait to have you back. And I'm also very familiar, as I said in the beginning, with your two pastors, Jamie and Meg, and I just can't wait to see you all and to see them and to spend time with you all here. God bless. We wish you well. If you have any questions, send them through Jamie and Meg to me, and we will be here with open arms when you arrive. Take care, everyone. Say hello to Pennsylvania for me.